Hello, this is Ruth Francis.
This is Jon Quirk.
And you're watching Smoked Out, your one-stop shop from all the latest news, reviews, gossip and top 10s on everything automotive.
Yep, we've scoured the internet so you don't have to. Bought the car mags and spoke to the press offices to give you the inside line on everything. So let's start with the news. Some good news for tree huggers. Yes, Alistair Darling has just announced in the pre-budget report that the UK will continue to support electric vehicles with a guaranteed zero road tax for the next 5 years, which is handy if you drive a dreadful G-Whiz or one of those 100-grand Teslas.
Yeah, there isn't much middle ground at the moment for electric cars, but the signs are looking good with the Mini E project, the BMW Active E concept and the 4 electric Renault concepts, including the Zoe, that are going to be on sale by 2011. But if cars like the G-Whiz don't exactly float your boat, then how about this 800 brake horsepower Kepler Motion supercar?
John, I don't think that looks very eco-friendly.
No, it is, honestly. The Kepler is on display at the Dubai Motor Show and it's powered by Ford's twin-turbocharged EcoBoost 3.5 litre V6 with an electric motor. So it's kind of like a Toyota Prius, except a Toyota Prius won't do 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds.
Yes, it's definitely been a busy year for the supercars. What with the new Ferrari 458 Italia, Lamborghini Reventon Roadster, Audi R8 Spider, Aston V12 Vantage Carbon Black Edition and the Lexus LFA, to name but a few. Who'd have thought there was an economic crisis going on?
Check out this insane concept. It's called the Mini Beachcomber and it gives us a good clue of what Mini's production 4x4 might look like when it goes on sale next autumn. Though I'm guessing that one will probably have doors.
Yeah. Also this week, official pictures were released of the new Mercedes E-Class convertible, which is replacing the CLK convertible. Think more elegant cruiser than performance roadster and you'll be on the right lines. It'll be in showrooms by March and feature an innovative wind deflector called AirCap to help keep occupants tussle-free even when going really fast.
Finally, if you were thinking of the all-time worst names to call a car, the new Honda Peanut has to rank pretty highly. Unveiled at the LA Auto Show last month, Honda now says it has plans to bring the 2+1 city car to Europe, but it is still investigating whether to use a petrol-electric hybrid or a fully electric powertrain.
I like that name.
No.
My first car, I was 15, just turning 16 when you get your driver's license in Los Angeles. And I had made a bit of money doing some modeling stuff and I went to the Ford car lot and I saw this big old truck, because in Los Angeles it's different than it is here because you got big roads and you can get these big old hefty trucks, and I got myself a 1995 Ford F-150 with an extra cab. The extra cab meant it had a small back seat with little doors that you could open. And I got it raised 2 inches, I had big 34-inch tires, had dual exhaust, I had headers, and it was just the baddest truck around. And I remember I used to just tear down the streets at 16 years old, knocking things over. And it was black. I used to put my dogs in the back, my football kit, my snowboard, my skateboards. It was a big old truck for a little young boy, and I think I got away with murder, to be fair, but Ford 1995 Ford F-150 with an extra cab. Good times.
Best first car, not bad.
I know. It'd be a pain to park in Chelsea though.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're not quite sure where 2009 went, but 2010 is going to be rammed full of exciting cars.
There's the new Jaguar XJ, Maserati Gran Cabrio, Bentley Mulsanne, Aston 177, none of which, surprisingly, have made it onto our list.
So here is our countdown for the top 10 most exciting cars of 2010. We start with the Peugeot RCZ because blow us down, this is the first Pug in about 10 years that we actually wouldn't mind owning. The budget Audi TT is expected to go on sale in April with prices starting at around 19 grand.
Tata Nano, yeah, not exactly glamorous, I know, but what's exciting about the Nano is that when it goes on sale mid-2010, it'll be the cheapest way of getting behind the wheel of a new car. It's already on sale in India for around £1,300, but the European version will benefit from up-rated engines, better cabin quality and more stringent safety testing.
The new Rolls-Royce Ghost is a modern-day Silver Shadow. It's smaller than a Phantom, but there's still loads of luxury for 3 people and your chauffeur. Formula One legend Sir Jackie Stewart was spotted eyeing one up at an early unveil, so if it's good enough for him, then it's good enough for us. Now there's just that small matter of finding £192,000.
When the last generation 5 Series hit showrooms, the styling split opinion like Marmite. This latest generation version, however, which hits BMW showrooms in March, looks a lot more reserved, so the big question is whether buyers will see it as just a bigger 3 Series or a better looking 5.
We first saw the 4-door, 4-seater Aston Martin Rapide back at the Frankfurt Motor Show, and it looked stunning. Based on the DB9, the Rapide will cost £140,000 when it hits showrooms in May and will offer a truly British alternative to the Porsche Panamera. Except it isn't being built in Britain, it's being built in Austria, and those rear seats are a bit tight on space.
We'll return to the top 10 later, but first, time for this week's Driven, where Jon has been testing the latest pocket rocket from Seat, the Boccanegra.
Yeah, and if you're not too sure about the Seat Ibiza model drill, we'll break it down. First is the FR, which is the warm hatch.
Still fast, but cheaper to insure.
Yep, then there's the Cupra, which is the really fast hot hatch version, and now the new Boccanegra, which is like a Cupra, only even better looking.
So let's take a look.
If somebody asked me what the best junior hot hatch was on sale today, I'd have to say the Clio Renault Sport 200. But then as a wild card, I'd probably also have to throw in this, the Seat Ibiza Cupra Boccanegra. Mechanically, it's identical to the Ibiza Cupra, so under the bonnet you still get the same 1.4 litre TSI engine that develops 178 brake horsepower. You also get a 7-speed DSG gearbox and Seat's XDS electronic limited slip differential. You would not believe that there's a piddly 1.4 litre engine under that bonnet. Well, that's what happens when you turbocharge and supercharge. Sounds beautiful. The power delivery is really linear as well, which makes it nice. And I'm going to have to stick my neck out and say I actually quite like this 7-speed gearbox as well. The Ibiza Cupra Boccanegra is a really desirable piece of kit. Alright, so it might not come anywhere close to offering the same hardcore thrills as a Renault Sport Clio, but it's better built, better finished, and probably a lot easier to live with on the day-to-day. Fingers crossed that Seat's working on the Ibiza Cupra R. We continue the top 10 most exciting cars of 2010 with the Porsche 911 GT3 RS. And if road legal race cars are your bag, then this could be the car for you. Stripped out and developing 444 brake horsepower, this is the most uncompromised RS yet. UK sales start in February, so make sure you set aside 100 grand.
There's no questioning the Audi R8 as a performance car. It's certainly a worthy alternative for the Porsche 911, but now it's got a bit cooler, literally, with this Spider version. It's powered by a 525 brake horsepower 5.2 litre V10 and is all yours for a mere £110,000.
Mercedes has gone all retro-tastic with its latest supercar, the SLS, which harks back to the 300 SL of the 1950s. The Ultimate Grand Tourer goes on sale in July and will cost £150,000. Just mind your head on those gull-wing doors.
Ferrari is back to its best with its 458 Italia, which turns heads wherever it goes. Powered by a 4.5 litre V8, get it? 458. It pushes things a couple of steps further than the impressive 430 and then some.
Any other year, the Ferrari 458 would have comfortably held the top spot, but 2010 marks the return of Mclaren and the incredible MP4 12C. Powered by a twin-turbocharged 3.8 litre V8, the British supercar has been developed to reset the benchmarks of supercar production, and the early signs are that it's going to do just that. Most exciting car of 2010? Most exciting car of the decade, more like.
That's it for the first ever Smoked Out. Remember, you can find out more on all these top 10 cars on smokedout.co.uk.
And you can also check out our blog and follow us on Twitter, Facebook and YouTube.
Bye for now.
You've been smoked out.